Hello everyone and welcome back to another Fam 2 Cents cooking video and the second installment of the HelloFresh series. Today we will be looking at the seared steak Demi reduction served with garlic mashed potatoes and honey roasted carrots. How could you go wrong with steak, am I right? This dish was interesting because steak is not something that we cook often in our house. Not for lack of love of beef, mind you, it can just be a hassle to prepare in a house that has poor ventilation. Also, there's the matter of picking the right cut for the proper scenario, doneness and resting time, marinating or not, and that's not even mentioning the price. So I was a little skeptical with choosing this one, but we haven't had steak in a while, so I dived in head first, and I'm glad I did it. This turned out pretty good. Taking a look at the ingredients here, we see that there are 10-ounce ranch steaks included, Yukon Gold potatoes, sour cream, carrots, garlic, beef demi-glace, scallions, and honey. And the items that won't be included in your delivery that they still suggest you use is olive oil, butter, salt, and pepper. You'll start to see a bit of a pattern here with the ingredients that you need that they don't include. They are often exactly this list. Don't have any real major complaints about the produce itself and everything that it came with. Everything was pretty good looking. There's nothing that really looked like it was bad or out of place. I know these carrots were huge, which was a little weird for me. The carrots were freaking huge, and I'm not used to having carrots that are that big. I don't even know if they're supposed to. Are they supposed to be that big? I don't know. But I didn't have any problem with it. Like, there was nothing wrong with it. Nothing seemed like it was going bad, or they sent me anything of a poor quality. So that was good, and that's kind of a recurring theme in a lot of the dishes that I made. Most of the stuff they send you looks like it's in pretty good shape. Preparation for this dish was pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy or fancy. The steps were pretty simple and easy to understand. You'll start with cutting and chopping up all of your veggies after you wash them, of course. You didn't see me do that in this video, but it's a step that they say do, so wash your veggies. The first thing they want you to do is actually bake the carrots, and then next up they want you to make the mashed potatoes, and then you'll be making the steak last, followed by the demi-glace, so that way you can, put that over the steak or whatever. And I've never made a demi-glace before. I always hear about them, but I've never actually made them myself, and apparently it's a bit of a process. And to be honest, I don't know. I liked it. It was very different. It was a much different taste than what I'm used to, but I don't think it was bad. I'm just not sure if it's something that I would pursue in the future. Maybe I need to make it on my own. Maybe it's just what I got was kind of it's very possible that it's just maybe artificial and doesn't really stack up to what demi-glace is supposed to taste like. I wouldn't know. I don't have a frame of reference, but it was very interesting to experience. Now, when it comes to any tweaks or alterations that I would make in regards to this dish, I recommend that instead of just dicing the potatoes right away, that you actually peel them. I know they're really small and peeling them might be a pain in the butt, but I don't know. This family isn't really with the potato skins in the mashed potatoes. That just didn't sit well with me, and it's a way I've always felt, but I'm just like, you know what? The recipe calls for it. Let's make it as is. I still don't like it. I still don't like potato skins inside of my mashed potatoes. I'm just not a fan, so I would have definitely changed that. You don't have to do that. If you like the skins in there, that's fine. Just tell you what I personally would have changed. The second tweak is in step 2, they tell you to place the carrots on the baking sheet, drizzle with olive oil, and then season. I see a lot of people do this on cooking shows and all that stuff. They'll spread out all the vegetables and then they'll drizzle some olive oil all over them, and then they'll try to season them like that. And I feel like, and this is just me, but I feel like that is the most inefficient way to season, because like you're just kind of throwing everything onto a pan and some of the olive oil may hit all of it. You get a little drizzle on each one if you're really good at it, and then you sprinkle the salt and it just like falls through whatever it is and doesn't really land on it, and it's just everywhere, and it just seems so weird. Every time I see people do that, I'm just like, there's no way that's actually seasoned. So what I decided to do, and as I said, you don't have to do this, but it's what I opted for, is I tossed them in a bowl with the olive oil, salt, and pepper, and I tossed it in there first and then transferred it to the pan. These two tweaks were really the only ones that I would suggest. Everything else pretty much went according to plan. It was fairly straightforward. You don't need to adhere to these tweaks, but that's what I did just to kind of make things better for me. It was I don't know. I just once again, like I said, personal touch. Don't be afraid to tweak these dishes how you want. You're cooking them for your family. Yes, they come with instructions, but you know, remember that your family has to eat it. Overall opinions, the mashed potatoes were really good, if you discount the skins. The honey roasted carrots were something I didn't even think I was gonna like, but that turned out to be pretty good. Roasted vegetables aren't something that I do often in my house, but now I'm gonna start because it's a very easy way to cook things and it comes out good. So that's definitely something I should implement in my cooking more often. The steak was a steak. Ain't much to say about that. Salt and pepper, sear it, it's a steak. You know what a steak tastes like, but the demi-glace is what really, you know, was supposedly the star of the show, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's, like I said, it's very unusual, something that I'm not used to doing myself, and maybe I'll have to actually look and see how to make a good demi-glace so I can try homemade, but it was passable. Me and my wife weren't upset or offended by it in any way. It was pretty good. Overall, I'd say this dish was pretty amazing though. I enjoyed it. As far as the rating is concerned, as I said before, we won't be giving these a number, but I would absolutely put this on the definitely would try it again list. If anybody was curious about that, 100%, yeah, I would absolutely try this again. It was pretty good. No complaints from me here. But with all that said, that brings us to the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if I made this clear before, but these aren't going to be tutorial videos. Like, I'm not going to go through and show you how to make all this stuff, because that's not really what these videos are intended for. The main purpose of this video, or these videos in general, is to let you know the type of food that HelloFresh offers, to tell you what I think about their services, and to generally give you an idea of what kind of foods you should be looking to get if you decide to try it. That's pretty much it. You know, if you decide to do HelloFresh, you get instructions. They have it all mapped out for you step by step, exactly how to do everything. So I don't want these to turn into my regular cooking videos and be mapped out like a tutorial, you know. This is just me trying HelloFresh dishes and telling me, or telling you guys what I think about them. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. We are very close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you have not subbed yet, please do, and definitely share this with everybody who you think might be interested, because everybody eats. There's nobody you know, nobody, not a single person, that does not need to eat. So you never know, they might be interested in this cooking video. So with that, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on the next one.